Dude, let's go gold!
Ask the same questions every week. How's your job? Are you having negative thoughts? All I have are negative thoughts. But you don't listen. Anyway, I said, for my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed.
Bruh.
But I did. People starting to notice.
Hold on one second, traders. Let me get my coffee. Oh my god, I'm muted, man. Okay, gosh dang it. All right, so anyway. So things have deteriorated, okay? Conditions have deteriorated with Russia. Its aggression will not stand, man. Sanctions, right? All that going on is really bad for their market as well as ours, where the Russian stock market was down about 10% today. I'll look at that real quick too. You know, before we even look at Bitcoin, we'll look at that. Was it the RI is the futures, RTS futures? This isn't even delayed. I think this is yeah, dude. So it's already down 4.2% on the new day. But yeah, the bear market will be confirmed when you take out your previous low, and that's around this level. You're on your way. Very little support looking left. You could understand how serious this is starting to become. So it will be tomorrow a crazy day. Today's President's Day. We love you, George Washington. Definitely one of my top role models. I want to be like George Washington when I grow up. you know, not King George the tyrant, but we pay homage to him and the presidents that are good, they're good and they did things right, and you know, all that. So so don't forget to pay respect, even though bad things are happening today across the world. And here is your RTS index futures. As you can see, a big crash yesterday, obviously, but this thing's been going on, man. You peaked out October 25th, and you've hit your lowest price today since November 9th of 2020. Yikes. And this one's just like a mega range. I mean, don't you think, like RI1, big range, you're in the dead middle of the range, and with something like this, though, this is like kind of black swan stuff. This thing could continue to dump. All right. The largest spike of negative momentum, of course, since the COVID crash. Yeah, duh. 886, the only thing that really makes sense here. All right, 886. 89,520. That's probably your target where you're headed in time. Okay, get wrecked, Russia. It's going to get a lot worse if they keep this up. Whatever they're doing, they keep this up, dude. Western sanctions are going to kill them. Okay. So let's go to Bitcoin. That you know, for most of the day has been really quiet until it was literally something put out by Russia, right? By Putin himself. Try to find it. Does anyone have that? It was pretty much just like, you know, declaring that his troops are able to enter, what is it, one of the contested territories of Ukraine. And also like a White House immediate release report was posted too. I think all that, Bitcoin started dumping when that all came out. But you can clearly see on the daily, taking out the noise, man, there's just not much here, right? There's just very, very little here. And I wouldn't, it's just hard. How can you be bullish below 40K? You can't be. You can't be bullish below 40K. You rally, you get back above 40K, we'll talk. I will talk to you as a bull then. I'll put on the bull suit. Just not yet. All right. How's this FUD, dude? This is like, these are real world events where people get skittish and freak out, and risk on assets get obliterated during occurrences like this all the time. So, I mean, Bitcoin's a risk on asset. It's not a hedge against inflation, or maybe it was, and it's just like the stock market that is forward thinking, right? Where, you know, all the money is being printed, and then like, I'm sorry that you were one of the 55% of people who participate in this market where you didn't get in when the forward thinking market was pricing in inflation for the future, because it did that. Don't be mad at the market for getting in sometime in 2021 and, you know, now you've made nothing, probably, you know. That's not Big One's fault. Get in earlier, man. Stick around for the bear markets and you will be rewarded in time. So, not FUD. But being below 40,665 is very real, and very little sports. So good luck when the index funds continue to roll over. You'll see what happens to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the others. Okay, it's not going to be good. All right, let's look at the daily real quick. Well, it's really just like there's no like structural development going on right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think you can say this is a practical M shape because it's too shallow on B. Fear, uncertainty, doubt. Yeah, it's warranted. Would you say that it's not, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt is literally like not warranted right now? When you look at the Nasdaq, well, you know what? Why would I even look at the Nasdaq this close? Let's look at Nasdaq futures. Yeah. Warranted fear, uncertainty, and doubt when you look at a distribution structure like this, back testing the 200-day simple moving average as resistance. Yeah, that's warranted. And look at that. I mean, you know, the Nasdaq is now at its lowest price since June of last year. It has taken out the lows from January 24th, Kathy Wood's bottom. Sorry, Kathy, no double bottom. Bear trend confirmed on Nasdaq and futures. That's how it works. That's how like bear trends are confirmed. When you top out, you make lower highs, then lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. That's happening. You could think almost about like an ABCD, a reciprocal ABCD. Right, where you just think, you know, this either one. The peak. Yep. And then a 200 maybe. For 50% in a 200. A reciprocal ABCD. And that wouldn't be weird at all, because look, there's actually real, extremely formal support down there. You see that? So, I mean, I think your first target on the Nasdaq futures is 12,964. Look, I mean, it's a straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up situation. So why would you not go straight on? You very well could, especially with these things going on. So it's a 3 falling peaks pattern. It's textbook. It's beautiful. Bitcoin did this like 5 different times from November to now when it was on its way down. So we can finally say it, chat. Confirmed. And let's say this doesn't play out and you just make a, so you still have to go down some more from this low to high. And we talk about like it could go all the way down to 1618 at like 12,760. 1414 makes sense, right? For a bounce. And then you could say an X, A, B, C, and then D, a bigger wave up that's just a substantially lower high than previous highs. There's just no way looking at this bullish. You can't. Literally can't, or you're delusional. You could be delusional if you want and just literally ignore it. But this is what should stick out to you. This is what should scare you. I mean, the fact that you're parabolic, you are extremely far away from that parabolic curve line, right? You're not, oh my God, on the daily, or I'm sorry, on the weekly, you're at 34.7. You are in the bearish control zone on the weekly, right? Lowest level since March of 2020. Yep. You're below 40 on the weekly, on the Nasdaq 100. You could imagine how much more downside there could be. If we're just talking about common retraces from the low to high, 382 minimum target, 12,914. I'll chug a beer if we don't get there in time, right? I'll chug a beer. Just like I said, if a Cardano didn't hold that little scrub loser 96, 94 cent area, I'd chug a beer. It didn't hold. I don't owe crap. I don't have to chug anything. Or that's how confident I am in that not holding, because it would already broke the real ones. So that's your target minimum, 12,914, and just based on normal Fibonacci, traditional Fibonacci. Okay. And look how far away you are from the 200-week moving average. You're probably gonna get closer to that too. So just to show you real quick, this is the Nasdaq futures. This is the Nasdaq itself. Let me show you that curve line I'm talking about. Right here it is. Beautiful curve line, parabolic uptrend. You could go down to freaking $10,000 and still be in a parabolic uptrend since the global financial crisis bottomed out, right? Look at all that bearish divergence on the weekly. Yeah, right. I mean, that's real. 36, not at 34 because the markets were closed today. But I'm telling you, tomorrow you will probably gap down. But was any of this surprising, chat? It wasn't. It can't be. You cannot surprise thee when ye fall below critical support resistance, back tested as resistance.
We won't be shocked if we get into limit down land. I would rather be aware than shocked like the plebs will be. Thanks for your teachings.
Thanks, Smitty. Appreciate it. So how can ye be surprised when an asset breaks a critical support resistance area 4 different times, tested perfectly, and then it back tests it once as resistance? It's pretty bad. Then the second time, you tweezer top, reversal, bearish engulfing, and close well below that level. That's your confirmation. We talked about it last week. Every single day what was going on. And you now catch them follow through. And this could go much lower. And you're thinking a minimum target 12,554 on this one. All right. Yeah, 382. Lines up with maybe a support from March of last year. Yeah. Big yikes. Just remember, there's so many assets, right? So many assets. New 52-week lows, it's all-time highs, right? Talk about the tech bubble, forget about it. Talk about global financial crisis, forget about it. Neither of those were this high. The bubble's already popped if you look at the small caps. Already popped, man. Let me show you. I need to pull it up. Give me a second. I'll pull this chart up so you can see it. I mean, most people probably know it already, but like maybe if you're not informed about it, I can just do it again, man. Hold on. Here it is. This is your chart right here, chat, to let you know the bubble popped. It's over. It's already popped. It's just the index funds. It's just lagging because there's some that haven't collapsed yet. But don't worry, with all you need is a war with Russia or something to get that going. Cue it up. Just take a look. This is the Kathy Woods fund, pretty much. All these from their all-time highs. That's how bad they're down. Disappointing. But remember, you had 2 years. 2 years of just uninterrupted gains on any of these things. These things mooned, man. They went insane. You had opportunity to long them and make lots of money, but the bubble popped. They topped out. We're now beginning a tapering cycle. End of tapering cycles normally manifest into recessions, historically. Good God. All right, these are such great bearish moves, though. Like, buying a protected put. When you identify this, one could buy a protected put to protect their entire portfolio for what could be coming. We don't know. I mean, like tailwinds. Again, like you could be seeing 10K in time. And if you were able to identify tweezer top, bearish engulfing, back testing, resistance as resistance again, those are great setups for shorting something on the market. There's plenty of individual assets you could short because a lot of things are going to go down. Some are going to get wrecked worse. But yeah, I mean, all index funds, all futures gapped down, all of them. I'm looking at it on my Thinkorswim. So, Black Tuesday, anyone? Stage is set. I mean,
Can devs do something?
They did. The devs were the Fed, and they did things, and that's why we didn't go into a deflationary death spiral in 2020. That's why we recovered. The Fed intervened. You get that, right? You just put it off. You put everything. Yeah, pump it up. 40% of all U.S. dollars in circulation were created in the past 2 years. It was really less than 2 years. It's been the same stat. Yeah, that'll create inflationary environment, inflated. I mean, it's created kind of a super bubble in ways, right? So many assets are just like, I mean, this thing's up it went up 121% from its lows. Right, from the equivalent crash low to the all-time. Oh, I'm sorry, 144%. Must have been the S&P that was 121. Yeah, when you do that, when you go on that, there's no retraces at all. Yeah, just don't be surprised and just protect yourself. But it's like, hey, man, I mean, wasn't gold and silver looking good? Those were looking pretty safe. All that accumulation was great. Okay, so I guess we can go back to. You really want to see it, this might just be an S&P 500 futures dump stream versus just, hey, happy President's Day, just another one. It's not really another one. Big yikes. Okay, let's go to Ethereum. At Ethereum, people were like, oh my God, dude, it didn't dump, man. Well, you know what it did? It like fell back into the channel and just keeps regarding the channel as, that supply line that was once a supply line is now supply line again. Wow, that's like confirming that the downtrend you're in is still real, and now you're catching some follow through, and in 38 minutes, it'll be the lowest 4-hour candle close since the date of January 31st. Yeah, very, very, 2300 is a target, minimum target. It's been that way, right? We've already identified the bad action magnet move was broken. 886 is upon us. 2300 on Ethereum soon. Index funds, dump tomorrow, Black Tuesday. You're getting there sooner rather than later. Yeah. What's up, Nick? Good to see you. Australia, mate. Well, I mean, like everyone in the world's affected. I mean, I can't imagine the Australian stock market's going to do well or any. What was the... Okay, so as I'm speaking to you, the S&P just hit its session lows. All right. You are down 0.74% on the new day. That's only been going on since the reopening, which was about 22 minutes ago. For an index fund, that's miserable. That's terrible, dude. Okay. I think, remember, on futures, it's only a 5% limit down. But just spot or normal stock market, it's a 7% drawdown on the S&P 500. So yeah, if we lose 5%, then you'll get a limit down. And I think, like, doesn't it on futures like just stop? It doesn't reopen like it would if you trigger the level 1 circuit breaker on the S&P 500 or on the stock market. There's like a 15-minute close. It halts trading for 15 minutes, then reopens, and then you have level 2, level 3 circuit breakers. Level 3 would be where trading's done for the rest of the day, no matter what. So this is dumping, chat. I mean, we're watching. This is the heart and soul of the world's financial markets, man. This is it. This is like your heart. And you'll be testing 42, 44.
20 piece.
What's up, Dow Jones? Thanks for the 5. 20-piece chicken tendies. Yeah, dude. All right. Sorry, we're not at McDonald's anymore. We got fired. We got fired from McDonald's yesterday for eating everyone's orders on the job, right? Or something. Check it out yesterday if you didn't. It's pretty funny. Fun stream. Crypto Hoarder came in again and just made things hilarious. I can't even believe that guy. I'm so, like, taken back by that. Like, that dude's a freaking legend, all right? It's, like, so easy to support your streamer during, you know, Rudy Poo bull markets where you're 65K, 69K, but it's another type of person to be throwing down like that in these market conditions. That's what's the biggest thing to me, you know, because we've had generous people, but they're normally here at all-time highs, right? The tip war was around all-time highs. The big one, right? Okay, so you could understand Ethereum bearish, Bitcoin bearish. For now, macros, terrible sentiment. I'm just like, this is the worst market conditions you could think of for longing anything in the equities market or the crypto market. But then, you know, commodities like gold, silver, platinum, it's business as usual. It's business as we've been identifying accumulation going on for a year plus. And it's just like, yeah, it was ready. It was time. And it just so happens to be playing the hedge right now, actually doing what it's supposed to do. Crazy, right? So, oh, wow. Can somebody, is there anyone in this chat that watches this stream that's surprised by BNB's price action? Anyone at all? Please step up.
Australasia stream.
Yeah, I still don't get that. Australasia. Oh, you're talking about when I'm like live at like 2 a.m.? All we need is bearish price action and I might be here, right? That's it. That's what happened. Big one was dumping. So I'm like, all right, it was bad. And it was like, okay, it's pretty rough. And we're now actually lower than we were when I went live at 2 a.m. on Saturday night. Yep. So it's like, yeah, you're nearing the critical support that I just don't know. It's also potential type 2 return, but again, it's just really tough with the market conditions the way they are, the index funds, the global turmoil. It's really hard to be like, I can't wait to go long on BNB at this inflection point because there was a trade set up here and it played out, and then you made a lower high than your previous high, confirming the top. Now you're selling off and you're about to be testing it again. It's starting. It reminds me kind of like a Cardano situation again on some of these, right? Cardano. It's done, chat. I will see you at 40 something cents. This was like the most softball type of like short opportunity you could have had. This thing will probably stop. It's going to make swings up and down. It's not going to make a higher high than 126 again anytime soon. If it does, it'll go to $1, test it. I'm telling you, dude, we'll eventually see it 40 cents on Cardano. It's down 7% today. If you're surprised on this, you must be new. You must be extremely new to be like, I can't believe this is happening to Cardano. You were warned. Good Lord, man. So you think it can't get worse? It will. It's a straight line down. I mean, straight line down to even like, if you want to consider it just a support, it's not. 68.6 cents. I'll see you there eventually. Terrible. But the idea made sense, right? Or we knew it was confirming it was over, and then it dumped, and then just had one more. Like, market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. We had this same idea of what the outcome. We thought it might have been coming now, or like, you know, late January, but you had to just run up one more time to induce buying, to make people get some more hopium. People can, like the big money, can offload their positions at a slightly higher price. supply liquidity to those market participants so they can short it and dump it again. And here you are. And it's going to go way worse. It's going to get way worse than this. This is a full reset in the making. Speaking of, full resets just mean 886s. Speaking of full resets, here's Sol. Business as usual, right? Super bearish. Look, it's like, here's your high, testing the 200 moving average as resistance, sell off, lower high, sell off, lower high. Oh my God, it's like 3 times now. That's the third. Can you imagine how pathetic that is? How bearish this is? Where like 3 falling peaks, by the way, that's your third peak. That is awful. Okay, I'm gonna have a little alert set up so we can just know together. This will probably happen on stream today, just based on the way it looks. Once you hear the beep, Sol's at its lowest price since August 26th. Very, very bearish. Look at your 4-hour RSI just sitting at 35. There is so much downside potential on this, and market participants want to push it lower. Holy crap, man. I don't know anyone that could ever have been like, I can't wait to, I love Sol. SOL is such a good looking chart. No, it's so bearish. Good Lord. What's up, Samsonite? I was way off, man. Way off. Hello? What just happened? There it is.
Bull markets make you money and bear markets make you rich. Will you PLS look at licks? I want to see how low it could go. Party face, time itch.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course, Samsonite. We will look at it. Swami, Swampson. Thank you, dude. Take a gander. As why would I have total up on the screen? We know total broke support. We know total's going to 1.3 trillion probably. I just think this is the star of the show. The S&P 500 futures continuously hitting session lows.
US 10Y went down. Fair trade. Russia-Ukraine situation looks to me like a huge weapons deal in disguise. Sold $6 billion tank deal to Poland just now. Cold War possibly beginning. The Fed needs more reasons to print. BRRR. Shout out Nick Haslam.
Shout out Nick H and Sean Ranklin. Thank you, dude. Oh, I'm sure, dude. Like, I wonder how Lockheed Martin and Lockheed Martin's getting like sued by like the communist Chinese or something, but like Raytheon, I wonder how these defensive stocks that have done very well lately, they hit inflection points and have pulled back some, but just one like LMT, right? What a beautiful inverse head and shoulder pump. Oh yeah, this thing, man. I mean, it's just sitting at a resistance now, right? You gotta wonder what's gonna happen to this thing in the coming weeks, right? Up against the resistance, double bottoming really one time. They were both inverse head and shoulder, legendary. And then this one, when it topped out, it created head and shoulders. Dude, it's like this is the head and shoulderception chart. I love it, man. Yeah, once you break, if you break $400, buy 420. But then 442 all-time highs. We'll see. Like, just pay attention to defensive stocks with all this going on, with war brewing. Excuse me. Yeah, it's dump stream. I mean, more so S&P futures, and then Bitcoin's just following. Remember, we talk about if Bitcoin is Sauron, and then the altcoins are like the Nazgul and the Orcs, then the S&P 500 is Morgoth, all right? Morgoth. Which Sauron was a servant of Morgoth, okay?
Matic PLS mate. Ho your well Mitch 6 bra.
What's up, Chewy man? Thanks, $20.08. Wow, dude. 8-cent surplus. You can go towards the next request, man. Thank you. Yeah, we'll look at Matic. So, which one would we not look at? XRP, it's rolling over a little bit too, but it's still not in technical. Like, it's down 9%, I get it. And this thing is not going to do well. Like, it's going to get wrecked too. But hey, maybe you get down to 58 cents again and get a type 2 return on this harmonic. Type 2 returns have played out last time. Yeah, man, you can't just, there's no way to like get cute with longing anything in crypto. That's like being cute. Oh, I'm just going to counter trend trade one lone S coin in this entire market where it's a global thing. It's all over the place, man. Not just because of crypto. Deleveraging hadn't even really started yet, man. So XRP, you know, hey, maybe it holds 69 cents. You know, that'd be great, dude. But maybe 58 cents if things get really, really bad. Just looking at it because it's large market cap crypto with Cardano, BNB. All right, let us look. Let us look at total. You know, let me just pull it up. I don't like totals. I mean, we do always like totals, but we don't like totals because look what it's doing. What was once a resistance is resistance again with confirmation, and now you're catching follow through. And you're at your lowest price right now since February 3rd, and it's a long way down. Just like you go to the daily, man. Go to the daily and you take a look. It's scary. It's like you're staring into the abyss. You're falling into the abyss. Yeah, I mean, minimum 886, 1.5 trillion. Okay, that means you got billions of dollars to shed before you even get to the 886, you know, the potential M-shape idea in the middle of nowhere. Odessa, Texas or something. All right, it's just not good times. This was your confirmation that the bear trend is still intact. The lower high than the previous high, then another lower high that confirms this. A double top with distribution as your second high is so bearish. It's such bad price action. Perfect though, textbook bearish bat, just like Ethereum. Ethereum's bearish bat's PCZ was literally the top. How amazing was that? That was pretty cool. Dang it, dude. Is the music too loud? Because it looks like it is on my side. No one even said anything. Ridiculous. Stream's ruined. Can we start over? Whoops. Oh, I gotta pin the Discord link. Yeah, you want to be part of the Discord because these market conditions, if you remember about COVID, I was live like 24/7 during the COVID crashes, the limit downs. I was here at 8:30 a.m. every morning, and then here during lunchtime sometimes, and then going live again at this time. When things get nuts, that's when I'm you know, it's my on season. So that's why it's important to be in the Discord, because you will certainly miss notifications when I go live. If I go live multiple times a day, this price action, you won't know. So you will be alerted in the Discord always, though. You'll never be left in the dark on if I'm live or not. There it is. Pinning the link right now. My lights, one of them's bugged out. Okay, so yeah, total again, it's just confirmed downtrend, and you could be working on a lower low, man. So okay, let's go back to gold for 2 seconds, as we can just look at it making multi-month highs. Ooh, thunder. Yeah, your highest price since June of last year, and soon to be testing 1920. It's like imminent at this point. It's getting really aggressive buying right here. Like, you notice how it was just, oh yeah, nice methodical consolidation, accumulation, and then this happens. Then you just start legging up like that, man. Aggressive bids coming in. It's like almost like that wave almost looks like you're running out of supply actually now. They finally got to the threshold where whoever's accumulating, finally, there was no more supply at 1833 at these levels that had been shopping around at for months. I think you're dwindling supply on XAU, the way it looks. And then you got the XAG, which is silver, looking fine. It's very methodical, underperforming gold, but you know, I love it, man. Above $23, love it, man. Love that higher low double bottom back test of the 200 moving average. Hidden bullish divergence was there. So nice, man. But yeah, today silver made its highest price since January 24th, which isn't really that big of a deal. You know, but whatever. It was, at least we had good entries where we could understand what was reasonable for a lower risk entry for a long on this thing, right? Yeah. Are we going to war soon? I don't know. I think some countries might be going to war soon. I don't know if the United States of America is going to true war, like direct war with Russia. I don't think that's happening. Right? I mean, I'm not a geopolitical guy or anything, but damn, that's so pretty. The sun setting, and there's like a storm here, but like it's only like half the sky. It's crazy looking. And Bitcoin is like, with 21 minutes to go, selling off near its lows of the day. It's down $1,400 roughly, 3.6%, and falling. Be an interesting next 20 minutes, okay? Because I'm not gonna keep total up on screen, just whatever. I think it's Morgoth, man. We're looking at Morgoth, not Sauron. We're just going to keep this one up on the big screen, and keep you posted on it. Okay, so we can also look at, if you want to, probably a good idea to look at, let's just take a gander at the Dow Jones futures, which I think you're obviously at your lowest price since January 24th. But clearly this is the worst. I mean, this is now, chat, we have a confirmed, in my opinion, I think we have a confirmed partial rise. I think there is a 70% chance of a bearish breakdown on the Dow Jones now, based on what we know about these structures. A very high probability of bearish breakdown. You hit the top of the structure, you sell off at the bottom, then you rally and you make a lower high, and you never hit the top again. That's a potential partial rise. But when you test the bottom of the structure again, it is confirmed, and therefore extremely high probability of a bearish breakdown. Target's like $30,892. Of course, William Battles, of course.
Mitch, any chance of you taking a look at cable? Not sure if my Tindies should be in USD or GBP.
What's up, UAB? Yeah. You want me to look at that chart? We can do that. For sure. 100%. What was it? Someone talking about the US 10-year? It broke out. I mean, who's surprised? It pulled back some, but it's still just back testing the critical level. Like, if you want this thing to keep going, it's attempting to back test. If it does hold this, then 2.39% is where you're headed. But yeah, now you have some really, really undeniable, very strong bearish divergence. Right, so it's like buyers getting a little exhausted on both oscillators here. Pending price action reversal. It started.
Please look at USO, US Oil Fund. Thanks.
What's up, Jer? Thanks for 20. Yeah, we'll look at it. Yeah, which is kind of a breath of fresh air, isn't it? Let's we saw the Dow Jones, saw the S&P. We're constantly monitoring it. I think I already showed you the situation with the Nasdaq 100 futures, the following three methods, the back testing, the resistance. You've already broken support. The bear trend is confirmed. And the target is 12,964. Just so, again, we're on the same page. You're not oversold. Eventually, you'll make bullish divergence. Just not yet. Okay, so kind of knocked it out. Metals, commodities, some commodities. Trying to go across the markets, right? That's like what we do. Yeah, helium's up 25%. Natural gas, NG1. That's a non-surprising asset based on its structural development. It's literally, chat, literally the inverse of the Nasdaq 100, right? The inverse. It is classic accumulation in an uptrend that is already established, right? Back above the 200-day moving average, back testing the spring on the third low, hidden bullish divergence on that third low, up 8.67% today. Natural gas, $6 soon. One does not simply ignore this. This is going much higher. If this TA is respected, this thing goes to $6, $6.30 up here. It goes and tests the October highs. Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah, dude, it's helium, man. 25%. It's crazy, man. Orange juice up 1.43%. Starting to recover a little bit. A little bit, right?
Can you please look at GD, General Dynamics? It's in the defense sector.
Yeah, well, look. Thank you, dude. Gail. Well, thank you, Gail, for the 20. Yeah, you can imagine if, like, this stuff keeps going sour. It's like, I think natural gas might be just a long on geopolitical disruption in Europe, right? Yeah, that's natural gas. That's your hedge against war or something. But maybe now we get into these requests. Take a look here, man. What was the first one? We got 15 minutes till your daily close. I'm monitoring Bitcoin. We're near the session lows. I'll be going back to it once we do it for real. I try to just sprinkle in some of these. Okay. First request was LYXE. Oh no, it's a crypto. What do you think's gonna happen? What do you really think the outcome of this analysis is gonna be? You think like LYXE is gonna be like, I'm so excited about this asset. Yeah, this is extremely bearish. This extremely bearish price action. This is like a bearish canary. Yeah, okay, cool. Your little cipher played out, and that was it. Underperformed. Sold off. Type 2 return. Rallied. On your type 2 return, what did you do? Lower high than the previous high. Distribution confirmed. Now you're getting back down to the PCZ. Bearish. Bearish, bearish, bearish. Very bearish. Very bearish. I will see you at 880 on this one. Probably, though, $4 in time. Yep. See you at 880 first. So it's like, what, 30% more of your values is going to be lost. Okay, it's down 7%. It broke back below a critical support resistance area. It's going back down to 1073 first, but then 880. All right, this is like one time, two times. I think that's a mega confirmation. First time you don't know. Second time, you really, really know on the second time because it didn't even come close to threatening the previous high. You know, like Cardano, they double topped. It was like a kind of a higher high on the second high. This was real bad. Let's go!
Crypto_hoarder tipped $1,002.84 on vacation. Can't watch the stream tonight. Just saying hello. 0.39000000 ETH.
Dang, dude, then Mama Ava comes in at tip top. Dude, seriously?
Mama Ivy tipped $250. Hex used thanks Lil Buddy Smile Arty.
Mama Ivy, thanks so much for protecting us during these trying, troubling times. Well, look, and Mama Ivy, we trust. Thank you for $250. And then right before that, $1,002.84 for Crypto Hoarder. He's on vacation. Where are you vacationing at? Hopefully not in the Baltics or, you know, around there, man. Hopefully it's somewhere tropical and nice and calm and peaceful. Dang, man, thank you, dude. He can't even watch the stream and he comes in and throws down $1,000. Unreal. Like, that is legend status.
How does
legit.
Lee Harris, LHX, look? Thanks.
What's up, Kevin Hines? So look at $20, 22 cents. You 22-cent surplus. Thanks, dude. Wow. Hoarder is a legend. He really is. Lusco to Tether. No intrinsic value. S-Coin scrub. Going to 880 eventually, but I wouldn't really even be surprised. You're talking like 886 from this low to high. Probably gonna take you like 620, 650, $7 eventually. This thing's bearish, super bearish. Below the 200-day moving average, pathetic. Back test the 200-day moving average as resistance to the scam wig and then failed to see it again. That's like a double top right there locally. Get wrecked. See you at much, much lower prices on most things in the entire world, right? Okay, next request. My God. That was, I I'm shell shocked. All right, Matic was the next request on the list. Yeah, Matic, super bearish. Complex head and shoulders. Dude, you can imagine, man. It's like OVA. Like, think about the weekly, the high, and then the higher high, but the weekly is like a double top. So you've confirmed the top cent. I mean, I think you'll eventually see 70 cents again on this. Like, there's a lot of support. I mean, first stop for Matic's 124, 120. That's where you're going short term. After that, though, then you go to 99 or 94 to 88 cents, the next zone. I don't even think that's really a strong support. And then after, do you get it, right? It's like there just are supports that were built here that exist where you've had inflection points.
Egg tipped $1 million in the shower trying to tip using Alexa.
No, thanks, Egg, dude. You, thanks for the $1 million, dude. Jokester. Thank you, man. I'm just like, you gotta wonder, crypto hoarder, like, is he more powerful than Bet Moon Boy? Because I'm starting to like, I thought I'd never say that. I never thought I'd say like, oh, we'll encounter someone more powerful than Bet Moon Boy. And then Gavin Crown comes around and then they go head to head. And then we found out what happened, right? Bet Moon Boy came out victorious. But now we have, you know, it's just like a new season of a amazing legendary show, and the new antagonist has shown up, right? Let's go, Alex, man. No, Luna's screwed too. It was up 7% though, dude. Yeah, it's only up 2% now. Yeah, that was kind of lame.
Could you check on Luna? Don't really see any support after current levels until $22 area, looking for a take profit level 0.0347837 ETH.
We'll do it, Alex, man. Thank you, dude. Much love. So Matic, you can understand with this structural development, after one high, you don't know. Second time, you do know on significant time scales. Way more downside. First target 120, then 88 cents, then freaking 69 cents, but then eventually like 40 cents. Think about like what would be a full reset from this low down here at 0.06 cents. Wow, I couldn't even fathom it. Let's just one step at a time, one support at a time. So I will see what 120 eventually on Matic. All right, super bearish now. And like right here, this lower high, that was big telltale sign right there. You start falling back in and another lower high. Good God, it's so bad, man.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
See, I don't know. I mean, like, hey, that Moonboy, you know, if I brought it up to him, he might be like, I'm retired, man. I'm out of the game now, dude. I could see that. Let's see, next request was... Let's just look at the GBP to USD, I guess. I mean, because it was... Oh, yeah, man. Interesting. Great Britain pound to the US dollar. Trying to hold a level. That's interesting, right? That's really interesting. This level back from 2009, you broke it, and now you're trying to back test it as support. It looks good. It looks like to me that momentum shifting, easy to size up your risk, right? It's like a slanted inverse head and shoulders after a drawdown. So it's like, and you're in an uptrend. You are in a midterm uptrend, a long-term uptrend, really, right?
What comes after $5.15 on GTC Ma'ite?
Ma'ite. We'll look at it, Nick. I guarantee you we'll look at it.
China to me, China.
I don't know why I got a feeling crypto hoarder could be that Moon Boy Smile. 0.0379140 LTC.
It's 1000% not him. Okay. But thank you, dude. Just another legend that could be more powerful. We just don't know. We don't know if he's more powerful. So you have this is a great potential long opportunity, right? I mean, you're perfect right here. So I would say that based on this chart, that the Great Britain pound will be outperforming the US dollar in the short term, right? A measure move would take you where? Maybe TA Tetris stuff, right? Let's see.
Can you check out looking for support levels if BTC dumps? Thanks, man.
My God, it's TA Tetris, right? Like, look, the measured move would be like previous highs, the high from 2018. Okay.
Hello, Mr. Vladimir Putinski.
There you go.
You helped my portfolio. When I should close my put options?
It might be a while. I mean, like, dude, you just on the Nasdaq confirmed a bear trend. You broke formal critical supports, and there's nothing looking left. The S&P hasn't broken those yet, right? The S&P is kind of not performing as miserably as the Nasdaq yet. It hasn't taken out. It hasn't been it. You haven't been able to confirm that the bear trend's confirmed. It will be confirmed below 4244 area, right? That's when I think that's the threshold. That's when you go bearish. You confirm it, right? Consecutive lower highs, lower lows. Yikes. Big yikes.
Greetings from Poland. If the war strikes us hard, I will go to the biggest BMW salon and steal the same BMW M5 and drive to atomic shelter water food.
Okay. Why would the war strike the U.S. hard? You'd probably be getting struck harder, just general vicinity of locality to where the conflict is. But yeah, dude. I don't know how it becomes, oh, the United States is directly involved with this, with troops on the ground and draft. I think it's gonna be more just like proxy, weird, false flagging, propaganda stuff, right? It's not gonna be full on, crazy war, probably. But so yeah, anyway, going back to things I know, like I kind of think I know maybe a little bit more as TA, and it's like this old critical zone is support now with confirmation and panting momentum shifting structure. So I would say that you have a long trade setup opportunity to 142.913. Okay, there you go. That's it.
Vet Moonboy, Crypto Hoarder and Bitcoin Casino are all the same people. He is after him, so he gotta change identity. Everybody knows that. I'm onto him.
But what about Gavin? Is Gavin not the same guy too? What about old Montana back in the day?
What happens to the markets when Jerome Powell doesn't raise rates and turns the money printer back on?
It's a good question, Super Trooper. Great question. I guess we just start pumping again, maybe. We'll see. It's possible. I mean, you're starting to get to a point where it's getting so bad. You get one limit down, I think that's going to happen. One limit down. I think that's all we need. Good Lord. These are some great what-if questions. All I can do is look at the charts and look at structural developments and critical supports and try to identify a good entry, stop loss, and take profit. So Great Britain pound looks pretty solid right here. Anyway, sorry, we're beating a dead currency. Dead horse, but currency. Whoops. All right, moving on. Next request was USO. Could look at US oil, but you want to look at USO. All right, the derivative. I haven't really been here in a minute. It's you gotta love that, man. Look at that $47 area. Those resistance became support and has rallied. I think your target's 69.41, a gap fill. It's been there. That's it. That's where it's headed. Probably not going to stop till it gets there. Then it breaks that. It goes to 74 bucks, probably. Gotta love the gap fill is confluent with the next support. So yeah, your next target's 69.41. You're already above 61.23, right? So if this keeps going, you got your targets. I don't know, 74 bucks. You break that, mother of God pandemonium, like crazy move. You just might have to pull back first, but this thing's going nuts. What an uptrend. Unstoppable, steamrolling uptrend right now, where target looks imminent, 69.41. Nothing's changed. There you go. Doesn't be futures bouncing a little bit. We did it, man. I guess everything's going to be okay. It's really probably to go fill the gaps. I mean, they're probably working on filling gaps before anything else nuts happens. Oh, it would be really scary if you start rolling over again and you don't fill these gaps that all happened on all the index funds. Proceed with caution. Okay, the next one is GD. Gosh dang. General Dynamics.
Crypto hoarder is in a big short position on BTC. Technically, he's taking money from your HODL account and giving it back to you. I'm just saying.
Hold on. Read that. I guess so. Well, I think he is. I think he is. He's been short. I mean, for it makes reasons too. You can. I mean, you can be short or you can be in cash. Either one's fine. But just being long, I mean, you can have a hold account. I have a hold account, and it's like, ugh, rough thinking about. But you know, what are you gonna do? So, GD, General Dynamics. We've been here. You know, this is a bearish bat pattern, and this is aerospace defense. This is looking like it's getting invalidated right now. This is certainly like the lower risk areas for shorts or buying puts, but the market conditions, it may just invalidate this. It's already like, it's literally touching the pattern completion zone of a bearish bat right now. That's it. Not much of an edge, really. I mean, you could say that there's some bearish divergence on the RSI, maybe a little bit on the MACD locally. But dude, anything defense like that, you know, a black swan, or it could be a golden swan for a defense stock with war. I mean, this could just break upward. I mean, your next target's 229.78 if it breaks the supply line and breaks the 886 at the same time. We have a new day, chat. Daily candle has closed. And it wasn't a good one. It was the lowest 4-hour candle close you've seen since February 4th. Lower than any close we saw this weekend. Yikes. So yeah, you have a W shape here, and it's at the PCZ, but no reversal yet, huh? None. Just skating along that supply line. It's really strong up here. No weakness, really. You know, it doesn't look like it's weak at this area yet. So even if the asset hits the PCZ for the first time, is it actionable? No, it's not. This is the area where one could maybe not expect, because you expect nothing, but if you don't have action on something, you could expect, you know, if you don't have like a position, you wouldn't if you're disciplined here, but one could expect a reaction, like where price does something here. It hasn't really done anything here yet, right? It'll be interesting to see what happens next week on this. So you would have to wait for a type 2 return anyway before you were like prudently taking a position, all right? So cool, but no action take because it could be too strong because of market conditions, right? The macro, like the actual meta, the things that are happening right now in the world. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin on the new day because it's, you know, it's your logo on the 8th. Oh my God. Where, yep, your lowest daily candle close since February 2nd. Very weak, right? After confirming a lower high in the previous high, double top, you confirmed that the midterm downtrend is certainly still intact. That was real. It's not about breaking a supply line of a channel. That's step one. That's great. You broke a supply line, but you didn't reverse your trend. You didn't reverse your trend until you broke $44,444, and you were going to do it, and then you up thrusted, then you back tested it perfectly. The back tested the up thrust, which is just like the spring back test of spring, and then you've drawn down. So that's showing you who owns this market still, and it's bears. Bears still own Bitcoin until something changes. And you look left, hard to, you know, think it's gonna stop anywhere nice. I mean, your daily RSI is sitting at 35.7, certainly in the bearish control zone right now. Yikes, man. Dude, no way, man. No way. Chat, no freaking way. 1,111 people tuned in, repeating, of course. Almost $1 per person watching the stream right now from Crypto Hoarder. Let's go!
Crypto_Hoarder tipped $1,005.71. Is this thing on? 0.39000000 ETH.
Dude. Crypto Hoarder, thanks for the $2,008.55 on the day worth of Ethereum. It is on. This thing is on, dude. Today we're not having the issues like we had the past few days, right? Where it's like you tip and it wouldn't go through. It would just do nothing. Thank you, man. Holy crap, chat. Crypto Hoarder, if you can hear this, are you more powerful than Vet Moon Boy? I need to know, and so does everyone else here. We need to have a poll, all right? Or, you know, we need some levity in here, okay? Things are tense. They're not good right now. Market conditions are rough for most things. Some things not, though, right? We're doing a poll. All right, here it is. There's the poll, chat. Well, it shall be here soon. All right, so we're looking on the 8s. We're back on Bitcoin, Ethereum. Thanks again, Crypto Order. Holy crap. And very bearish, right? I mean, look what this thing does. It like breaks back into the downtrend. And then like yesterday, what did it do? It ran up to back test. What was once a supply line is certainly a supply line again. And then you closed at your session lows, right? This thing at its high today was 27.61. And then it closed right 25.70. So bad, man. You are back in the bearish control zone, right? You're below 40 on the RSI. So much downside potential. Negative momentum is just building. You understand, like, the daily oscillators are set for a massive breakdown. Like, if market participants want this thing to crash or dump, this is what they look like normally before that happens. Yikes, man. Who's Vet Moon Boy? Why don't you take a look at the top left of your screen, and that's Vet Moon Boy. Okay.
Legend has it that Crypto Hoarder can't tip more than $1,500 in one go. I'm just saying what the legend says.
Your legend's completely flawed because Crypto Hoarder is one-upped himself as the Penthouse Jesus. Look, Penthouse Jesus, $2,613.02. So he can certainly tip more than that. False legend, dude. Or come up with a better legend than that, all right? Okay, so very, very bad stuff right now. Dang, man. Okay, so let's get back to these requests. I would just keep the S&P 500 up on the screen because you are this close, chat. You are pretty much dollars away from confirming a bearish trend on the heart and soul of like the entire world's markets, right? That's the S&P 500 kind of. I mean, really. Where your Nasdaq's already confirmed its breakdown, its bearish breakdown. So the poll is neck and neck. Yeah, it's 50%. Wow. Okay, so next one was, we got a few of them. After GD was Hex. That unfortunately Hex had the breakdown. Yep, it's this is really bad. Really kind of bad here. I mean, you were below where you should have been above 17 cents. That was a big one. And now it's like, you know, it's maybe type 2ing. Like, it's right at the 786 again. You know, it's sitting there, but really hard to, you know, have any faith in anything crypto right now. It's just kind of like crazy. You're counter trend trading. The macro, look, think about the macro, the S&P, all that. That's bearish, right? Bitcoin itself is midterm bearish. We know that. It was reconfirmed. You watch the stream, bear trend was reconfirmed when you back tested $44,444 as resistance. So if your macro and crypto, macro, Bitcoin, and the S&P are bearish, and this is an individual asset that is tied to crypto, it's really hard to, like, I mean, it can buck obviously Bitcoin like it has in the past, but maybe not this time, right? Might not this time. Might do exactly what Bitcoin does, and it seems like it's been doing that, kind of what Bitcoin's doing. It's still making a higher low. I mean, you technically still are showing accumulation until you fall below 12.5, 12.7 cents, but you are below the critical support, and that's kind of not good. I mean, you could have held, but you didn't. And negative Momo can continue to build where you eventually see that again. Like, right? I mean, you could be headed down to like 11 cents again. If you don't get back above 17 cents, man. You bearishly engulfed 2 days ago below this. And now indecision. I'm just starting, like, for me, if I was like just a swing trader and I didn't care about Hex, and I wasn't emotionally invested in it, I'd probably be out right now. I wouldn't be messing with anything on Hex below 17 cents. But here's the thing. You get back above 17 cents, we'll start talking a bit again. Maybe things are going well when you get back above 17 cents, but not until then. Not until then, man. Got to be cautious below support. Just like Bitcoin below 40K, you have to be cautious. You can't really be that bullish, right?
The king will remain in the top left corner of the stream. The king will forever remain on his casino was beaten by the crypto king. No one will take the throne.
What's up, Vet Moon Boy fan club? Thanks for the 3s, dude. There you go. We have a fanboy. What was it? Fan club member of Vet Moon Boy. I get it though, man. He's never lost to anybody. He's had multiple challengers. And I just don't know. He could be retired now, though. He could be retired from the game. Right? It's like, you know, a champion boxer. They box for so long, they finally just say, you know what, man? I'm good retiring at the top, you know?
Vet Moon Boy is the real deal. Crypto hoarder tipping pockets change for Vet Moon Boy. He's got to break the 5K resistance first.
The 5K resistance, what do you mean? Talking about like singular 5K? Shoot, dude. You've done that. I mean, it wasn't like singular tip, but it's like strong throughout the night, man. He like tipped in one day, like 2 streams, you know? But he tipped like 13,000 in 2 streams, which is like maybe 5 hours of uptime on those 2 streams total. One was the dump stream. So, I mean, you know, I wouldn't even discount that at all, dude. Oh man, I'm getting trolled again by Coinbase. Yeah, man, interesting times. Very interesting times. Not sure when the S&P is going to break 42.44, but you're real close to it, man. You just got, so you think like if we're in this bearish trend on the S&P, then this, you know, bearish 5.0 is going to outperform. I'm thinking, let's go from this low to high. And I think, you know, a decent target. You know, Fibonacci, that's like 4,065 is reasonable. It's a couple swing lows here from May of 2021. Yeah, it's confluent right there. I mean, that seems like a reasonable target short term, you know? Yeah. It's probably, I think that's closer to 382 as well, like the major COVID crash, 382. Nasdaq 100 still, just going back to it. Looking on the daily, let's go to the 4 hour. Yeah, man. Oh my God, it rallied. It rallied. It like is not at session lows right now, but still lower than it's open. I just don't know how you can stare at something like this and be optimistic. Even if it rallies here, that is terrible. That is like screaming, telegraphing, classic distribution, major markdown coming on after the 3rd high is confirmed. Then it's lower than the previous ones. That's just crazy bearish. Okay, what was the so the poll, 343 votes so far. Is crypto hoarder more powerful than Betmoon Boy? 52% of y'all say no, but 48% say yes, he is more powerful than Betmoon Boy. Okay, after Hex was for Captain Hindsight, and the ticker was LHX. Interesting chart. My God, man. LHX, dude. Matthew D, you remember this? It was like a cipher, inverse head and shoulders that didn't play out, and then it dumped again to type 2 return, and then rallied.
I'm broke now. Donated everything I had in it. Frowning face.
Is that a joint?
Well, that's how we know it's fake news, dude. Bitman Boy's doing just fine. Dude, we talked. All right, so it's been a minute since I've looked at this chart, and all the targets got hit eventually. Let's clean it up. Okay. Currently above one support resistance back from 2019. Interesting here. This is aerospace defense. I kind of like what it's doing here. I mean, it's interesting, right? Where you head and shouldered the lower high than the previous high, and you reversed. You rallied to fill the gap. Now you're back above 216, which is very, very critical. I mean, extremely important. As you can see, how many times it tested? When you fell below it, scary times, but you're back above it, holding it. If you stay above 216, you're going to be fine. And I do like the low, and then I like the higher low here. I like kind of momentum shifting, where it's kind of very, very scuffed, right? Extremely scuffed.
Membership open for limited time for Egg Fan Club. Confirm your spy.
Oh yeah, dude. Egg Fan Club. Sign up on the official Telegram, right? Thanks, man. For the threes. Right, so you kind of see that happening, but I mean, you're okay here. I mean, it's like, right, if you're above support, you just made a higher low, you've rallied, but you've yet to make a higher high. That's the only condition that's not really that great. I bet you there's a supply line here that needs to be broken. It's really not that bad. It's kind of interesting here. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. What's up, Ellie? Thanks for the one, dude. Next one was Luna, that had almost pretty much a perfect bullish Gartley, and it was the only thing in the entire crypto market that like made any sense. You know, it's like, hey, or anything that was bullish. You know, it's like, okay, but good luck. You know, I mean, if you're above 50, if you get back above like $55, you break your previous highs. I mean, you'll break a supply line. There's a lot of work to be done here, but it's interesting. It hasn't broken support yet. I figured this thing was going to roll over like everything else. It just didn't. Not yet anyway. But just give it time. If Bitcoin starts drawing down to 33K again, it's not going to be good for anything in crypto. So it was one of the only ones that had not like collapsed and was at maybe actionable areas for short. But as you can see, it was so strong it didn't even test any of the inflection point on D. So that's kind of wild. Kind of crazy, man. You did just 4-hour bearish engulfing candle, but if Bitcoin like rallies here, this thing's just going to outperform. Like if Bitcoin rallies, this thing will rally harder. If Bitcoin dumps, it seems like Luna is just not dumping near as hard. Not taking out previous lows. I mean, it's still making higher lows than its low from January 31st. So nice there. So I'd say like your big cutoff for this asset's probably like $44. I don't know if you want to be in this below this. I would say the D point, really. If you're talking about a textbook bullish Gartley, do you really want to be messing with the asset below like $46.80, $47, the PCZ of it? I'm not so sure. Again, though, trading, going long on Luna and market conditions like this is kind of, you know, it is counter trend trading. But dang, if it's not holding up better than literally everything else on the planet in crypto. Yeah, that's kind of true, sure. So look to this one too long if Bitcoin actually reversed its trend, but it's not. It confirmed it's in the midterm downtrend. So I'm pretty impressed with it right now. I really am. But once it breaks $44, it's over, dude. It's like you're going to $22. Much lower prices. Holding on for now, dude. Wow. Let's see. Next one was GT. Screwed. This one's screwed, dude. Okay. There is no formal support till $5. So you're gonna go down another $1. Yep. I mean, oh, okay. You broke the support. You broke the actual formal support. All right. In September of last year. Okay. You had a scam wick that rallied. Okay. Well, maybe that happens again. I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Good Momo shift. So bearish. Testing 200 is resistance. So bearish. Lower highs. Bearish. Straight to jail. Straight to $5 in time. Not oversold. That's it. Bearish. Broker demand line. Back tested demand line as resistance. Back tested horizontal line resistance as resistance again. Gross. Bearish. But I mean, just saying, right? At the same time, let's just say the miracle happened. A miracle occurred. We're not raising rates. Russia's gonna back off. Okay, then fine. Maybe it double bottomed. But dude, I'm telling you, you're breaking support after making substantially lower highs, and these market conditions are just terrible. So you can, I don't think you would touch this or even look at it again until it got above 622. If you can set an alert up at 622, a beep. If you hear a beep, hey, we'll start looking at GTC again. If you don't hear a beep on GTC again above 622, you never look at it again because it's probably going to $5. Okay. The next one was DOT. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like DOT, back at the pattern completion zone of the bullish butterfly.
5.15.
Asking for a level below that? What do you mean? Well, it could be. It could. I mean, it looks like it's very possible that's coming, right? Based on support resistance is broken. DOT. You know, could be the type 2 return of this small pattern, but at the same time, I'm thinking $15 is your target here. $15. Yeah, that's the next support. I mean, you know, it very well could rally here, man. Dude. Okay, you can't be bullish on this asset until it's back above $18.24 to $20. You have to be bearish. This is bearish. This is a long sustained bear trend since it topped out. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Soon to be lower lows than the previous lows after the lower high. Right? Anything bullish is going to, maybe it plays out, but it's going to massively underperform, right? That is massive underperformance in a downtrend. Got it. It's true. So I would say from here, I don't think this is going to hold here. I think you're eventually going to see $15. I don't care if it rallies today. Oh my God, dude, it rallied today because it dumped. Great. $15 target eventually. And if you break that, we'll be here live to talk about it because it's going to get really nasty. I mean, you're talking like $10.50 if you break $15, man. Yep. Good luck on DOT. Like, good luck to this whole freaking market. When should I close my put options? I mean, that's so vague, right? Jeffrey, I don't know what you have a put on. It would be probably optimum to have a put on something on the Nasdaq versus the S&P because the Nasdaq is just getting devastated way worse than the S&P. It's like underperforming. But if you're talking bearish, it's outperforming. It's bearishly outperforming because it's lost so much more value and it's already confirmed its downtrend, unlike the S&P. So yeah, it's like if one had a put and all this stuff escalates and things start marking down, it's like hopefully one has far out expiration dates on their puts because it could be a great protection for the portfolio for months, right? Next request was literally nothing. A lot of contributions, just very few tips or very few requests, which I'm very grateful. I think also just go back to Bitcoin and look at it, and there's just, I'm thinking 886 minimum. Like, it's not a formal harmonic or anything, just from your previous low to high. I'm thinking like a minimum $34,400. I mean, makes too much sense here, right? 34.4. There's no edge, nothing implying that sellers are exhausted here. It's bearish right now, unfortunately. Yeah. Let's go, dudes. Spotty service up here. Oh, he's hinting at us, chat. Up here. What are you, on the mountain, man?
Crypto_hoarder tipped $512.84. Trying to watch. Spotty service up, I can't watch much, put me on the ground. 0.200000000 ETH.
Alright, I shall try to use my mind to put you on the ground. Well, no, he's saying up here. He might be in the air in an airplane right now. Is it a private jet though? Crypto Hoarder, I know you're trying to watch. Do you see the poll? It seems like the viewing audience thinks Vet Moonboy might be more powerful. Well, almost 500 votes now. But you still have 46% of viewers think that you are more powerful than Bet Moonboy. Thank you, dude. Be careful up there. Hope you have a parachute just in case. You know, insurance. Oh yeah, he might be in space right now. Well, Vet Moonboy's in space. Right, that's normally what he comes from the Andromeda Galaxy when he steps in again, right? Thank you, Crypto Hoarder. Even though he may or may not be able to hear what we're saying. Up here, he means 65K from his shorts. Yeah. Okay, so been live 1 hour 23 minutes 24 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks everyone for being here. I know the times are tough, they really are. 973 y'all still here. Thanks for the 469 likes. Dude, we can get 500 likes literally in 5 seconds. 5 4 3 2 1. There it is. 509 likes, chat. We did it.
Bow to your sensei.
Yes. Oh man. There will be no war. Well, you know, okay,
He's
good. I
over
hope not.
Ukraine in a
I really
Russian
pray
plane.
not.
Never know.
Over Ukraine on a Russian plane. I hope not, dude. I hope he's far away from that area or anywhere where there's conflict. My God. Dang, man. I'm losing it, okay? Like, I just can't believe it. I'm just dumbfounded by Crypto Hoarder, okay? Thanks, man. If you can hear me. So, chat, I mean, like, below 40K, I mean, how y'all feeling? You can't feel that great here. You just can't. But at least it's like, always uncertain on Bitcoin, but not on Cardano. Cardano's like, look at this, chat. Oh, God. It's like, this is the worst, the lowest daily candle close Cardano has seen since February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day of 2021. Yep, that's his low. So it's over 1 year. No, I'm sorry. It's about a year. Yeah. In a week, right? And you could just imagine that below that candle low close, nothing. It's a straight line. It's twig and thatch, okay? Twig and thatch. The bearish hurricane's here, and you've, at this level, you've only built twig and thatch as your foundation of your house on the beach, and the hurricane is here. It's like literally, we looked at the newspaper. Yep, it's like a day out. Uh-oh. Big yikes. I don't know, Vegas odds on war? I wonder, I'm sure, dude, there's probably, you know, there's some way I'm sure you can vote on that or bet on that, like as a gambler. I mean, you can obviously bet on defensive stocks or gold or buy puts or something to bet too, but I'm saying like Vegas wise, I'm sure there's probably something, right? You think Cardano looks cozy at this level? Well, go ahead and take your chance, Daniel, and come back to me in a week. This is terrible. This is as bad as it gets. And this is what we thought before this little scrub-pathetic loser rally. We already smelled a rat. We already knew this was going on. But he just had it. Oh, one more time, man.
Reception is bad here in Tent City. Using the free Wi-Fi at my new job at McDonald's. Can't watch shift almost over.
It's okay, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about living in Tent City, dude. But you got to live in the mansion for a couple years, though, right? So no one can take that away from you. Thanks, Carl, man, for the 690. The Verge coin, right? Verge coin in the jar, man. Verge coin. Dude, I can't believe that Crypto Hoarder has me literally, like, freaked out about any alert I get on my phone while I'm live now.
I'm just going to look at all charts in inverse mode for a while.
Yeah.
Peace.
Yeah, dude, just look at this chart. Flip the chart over, and you tell me that you wouldn't be extremely bullish on this. Be like, oh yeah, dude, 40-cent target, man. I'm so bullish on this bullish breakout. All this, look at all this massive, ridiculous, extremist accumulation on Cardano and a bullish breakout today or yesterday. No one else would be bullish with me on this if it was like that, you know? Sorry, it's opposite day. Now it's normal day again, unfortunately. You need to look at it? Or you mean you get to look at it? I'm confused. No, I'm Matt. Oh, did y'all see Peter Schiff talk to Hex today? Pretty funny.
Day now that I work in McDonald's.
I was in McDonald's, man. Thank you all. Hey, man, it's okay. I did my part yesterday, right? And a few weeks ago. So I worked a shift at McDonald's, so you didn't have to, man. Anyway, yeah, that was hilarious. Peter Schiff coming for Hex now. It's like, what? It's almost like he should have never done that, man. How could you even bring Hex up? You've legitimized it by even talking about it. Peter, what have you done? Oh, Schiff and Richard Hart or Richard Schuler. Yeah, that'll be. Give me the link to that. I'll get some popcorn.
Now at levels you at Carney reckon were the targets. Now good for gold.
Some big dude. Well, I mean, we smelled a rat. There was nothing bullish about this. It was all about this, man. It's almost always about this. That. What is that? Always about when you go in a long-term uptrend, you then have buying climaxes. This was the buying climax. That was it. It was over. Never again. September, it was over. It was over before everything else. And now it's front-running the devastation. Things change after buying climaxes. Don't forget it, okay? Take anything from this. Remember, context changes after buying climaxes. I think that's kind of like what kills the new market participants. They don't get that. They don't understand things have changed. They've shifted. And they keep trying to do the same thing they were doing before after the buying climax. And that's how they lose it all, right? Crypto Hoarder is at cruising altitude, chat. Not sure if anything is going through. Internet is whack. What does that mean? I haven't even received notification of. Several have come in, right? Crypto Hoarder. Things are going through. Yeah, 3 things have gone through. 25, 21, 39 has gone through today, Crypto Hoarder. Beautiful, man. There you go. He's not flying coach. He's probably on a private freaking jet, man. Hey, futures, S&P futures still hanging on. They haven't collapsed yet. You haven't confirmed the bear trend quite yet. Leave it to the last freaking support. Leave it to the dollar almost, right? To not confirm the bear trend yet. Goodness. Bitcoin 3-day chart, not good. Bearish and golden candles confirmed yesterday, I believe. No, never mind. Sorry, that was like 9 days ago, or 7 days ago. Yeah, the bearish and golden candle that broke you down. It was awful. That was worst case. And look at the fall through. And now look at the Bitcoin 3-day, 200 simple moving average. You're just touching it, chat. Today, touching it like the Jesus. At your lows, no lower yet. But give it time. Look, your pathetic price action. Look at that histogram. It's like already going back to neutral negative. Gross, man. Mini futures made a lower low. Oh, did they, man? Well, I mean, all I know is like the Nasdaq is confirmed bear market on futures, not spot because it's got to open tomorrow. But I think when it opens, it's going to be confirmed. Whoa, dude. Did the vote, the Canadian vote, was supposed to be happening this evening, right? What happened? Why has that not occurred? Dump incoming, man. He just ordered troops. Yeah, like maybe hours ago. Like, I think the market's already reacted to everything. There's no news out literally right now that, you know, like, breaking news, blah, blah, blah. All the breaking news is out right now. I don't think there's any new developments, like literally in the past 30 minutes. Get somebody back me up on that. Not quite yet. There will be new events, though. I'm telling you, the next 24 hours, something big is going to be, you know, another event is going to occur, right? There is no hope for the Nasdaq. No hope for the Nasdaq. I mean, you have to do certain things for hope to come back to the Nasdaq, right? Here's your 3-day. Oh, you want to be depressed if you're bullish, which I'm not bullish. But if you were bullish, you'd be depressed to see on the 3-day Nasdaq futures. Look at this 3-day bearish engulfing candle. That is disgusting. And the bearish engulfing candle happened where? Right at support. Broke through it like a hot knife through butter and closed there. So bad, man. But anyway, yeah. How do you, I would say, like, how do you reverse things? Dude, you don't reverse for a while. You don't reverse your trend, I think, until you start breaking above your old all-time highs. That's it now. Because you've made the lower highs, now the lower lows. Even if you rallied here, you'd still be in a downtrend, right? You'd just be making a massive bearish harmonic. If you reverse anywhere, you know, oh, okay, whatever, you even go down to the 1272 down here, that makes a lot of sense. You come up like this, it's still bearish, still bear market. Yeah, you could develop something like that. Let's see, 113 is the minimum. So I think your minimum going to 13,347. But it could get worse just based on, you know, the macro and stuff, what's happening. No hope yet. Fake news. Russia invading Ukraine now. I mean now, like right now. Like, oh, this is such a new development 10 seconds ago, right? I don't believe you. Okay, so, well, I guess we kind of like, you know, kind of everything. We've gone across the markets, monitoring them, monitoring futures. You know, they dumped initially, but they've just rallied. They're rallying a little bit, catching like some bids. So it's just not collapsing. Here's your gold, just beasting above $1,900. Up 0.3% on the day. And you would think, what do you want to see 1924? Just go to the daily. The daily sets you free. This is why. It's 1921. 1921 is the highest price action you ever saw in human history in August of 2011. That's where you're headed, chat. That's the next target. Could be there by tomorrow. Or today. Just now finally getting overbought. You're the highest daily RSI gold has seen since June of 2021. Pretty good. Look at the volume. High volume. Higher lows. The monthly tells it all. The monthly tells you what's going on. Massive bullish engulfing candle will be confirmed in 6 days, 22 hours. 1 week. Hidden bullish divergence is matured. And once you break 1921, it's really like a massive breakout. And I think you see 2,500 minimum in time. It could take 6 months, but yeah, I think you're going to substantially higher levels here. Yeah, peacekeeper. I don't think that word means what you think it means. Yeah, not too bad, man. S&P futures still climbing a little bit off the lows. It just like, you know, dumped 42.55, rallied some to 42.84. I really don't think you can feel very good for a long time. I mean, so much has to be done. Like you really, like your short term, what has to be done? You have to recapture highs above $45.93, $4,600. That's like step one to some sort of recovery. Or, okay, at least break the supply line. My God. I can't break the supply line. Supply line 1, 2, 3, up thrust, reconfirmed 4, 5. You can't tell me that supply line's not a steel wall right there. That's so many touches. And then confirmation like that it was real when it up thrusted. So good. Almost like an reciprocal A, B, C, D too. So this is it, man. You either double bottom and rally or it's over. The bear market starts. But the good news is you cannot say with confirmation yet that the S&P futures are in a bear trend. Not yet. Have your alert set up. I would think like truly below that 1 wick low, that January 24th low, 42.24. Once you break that and you stay below it a little bit, you are confirming the bear market. So adding that alert right there. The alert. No certainty, but probability of gold going into price discovery is high. High probability. All right, chat. Well, it's been a good stream. Gone across the markets, trying to keep y'all informed. I mean, if something really bad happens, I might be live again tonight. That's why you join the Discord. Join the Discord that is pinned above. And you'll be notified when I go live at 2 a.m. or something because things are really bad. But so far, we're holding up on the new day. You know, you're not just collapsing. Just give it time, though. We'll see what happens. All right. Yeah, so silver will follow gold, yes. Just probably going to underperform based on what it's been doing in local history. So pray for, I don't know, pray for no war. And pray for, you know, the sell-off to scare Jerome Powell so much that he's like, we're going to continue printing money, man. We have to. But to me, you can't do what you've been doing, what you did in the past. Because there was never this pretty much hyperinflationary threat back when we had the ability to do it, right? We could lower interest rates. We could print money. Now we're at 0% interest rates, and we're in some categories already in hyperinflation. Certain commodities, cost of goods year over year, or over 50%. That's the definition. So it's like, no more outs. All you can do is be like, we're done purchasing assets, we're gonna raise rates, and we're gonna live with a recession. Otherwise, you kick the can down the road, but the problem is this time, kicking the can down the road will turn into a collapse of all fiat currency, or at least the United States dollar. Because you keep printing this money like this, you think it was bad now. Oh, just wait till they pump another trillion into the market. Just wait to see how much the cost of goods are gonna be, and see how many people, you know, with interest rates at zero, all the rich people are going to continue buying real estate properties so they can rent out to people that could not get in on the train, right? That were never in a position to be able to do it, unfortunately. Zoomers, early millennials. Yeah. So yeah, we definitely in a rock and hard place, but at least we're all in it together, I guess, right? On this spinning rock, going hundreds of thousands of miles a second or whatever. I don't know. So appreciate y'all coming out. Crypto Hoarder is the king, man. Tipped $2,521.39 today. Very grateful. I'm in the chat for him. He is the king. And thanks everyone else for the likes and support. I'll be back. Until next time. Respect the T. A.